Getting away from the politics for a little bit, we're going to talk about this headline here from Variety. It says, Austin Butler set to star as Patrick Bateman in Luca Guadagnino's American Psycho. All right. So let me start with my personal take on this. As one, a big fan of American Psycho, to the point that it scares my wife that I love that movie so much. I've watched it so many times. And I don't even get it 100%, but I like it. I like so much about it. And I thought Chrstian Bale did great. Reese Witherspoon. I mean, everybody. And then the tale is just twisted. And the era in which it takes place, fantastic. I mean, it's a cult classic, but I am one of those in that cult classic following, I guess. And I really, really like it. But it is a film based off of a book, from my understanding. I think he goes on to say that. Yeah. Austin Butler is set to star in Luca's new interpretation of the book, American Psycho, by Bret Easton Ellis, for Lionsgate. All right. So kind of a I don't know if it's a trifecta. I'll get it out. Maybe it's 3 or 4 different things. I don't know. One, I love American Psycho as it is. It doesn't need to be remade. But this is somebody wanting to reboot from the book. Now, I'm not always the biggest fan of that. I think of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. And I like Tim Burton a lot. I did not like his reboot of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. If you did, that's cool. I'm not hating on you, but I hated it. Absolutely hate it. I'm a huge fan. I think you can maybe see it down there. Let's see. Yeah. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. My wife got me that. It's a little box set kind of thing, limited edition. Got some cool stuff in there. Anyways, I'm a huge fan of the original Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, and did not at all really like the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory that Tim Burton did. I'm sorry if that upsets anybody, but I didn't like it at all. But that was a reinterpretation of the book, right, of the story. So this is the same kind of thing, and it may be completely different than the original film, and it may be awesome. It may be terrible. I know Chrstian Bale and I don't agree politically on stuff, but I've never heard him come out, and this is something I've talked to people about before too. When actors or filmmakers are just so adamant of like cutting down me and people like me that believe what we believe politically or spiritually or whatever, and they just attack, it really makes it hard for me to watch your films and enjoy your films. But just to have like a different opinion and vote for someone else and voice that, I have no problem with that. I can look past that in a heartbeat. You know, I've not personally heard Chrstian Bale like say, oh, if you support Trump, you're this, or, you know, if you're a white American, you're that, or if you're a Christian and you believe there's a God, you're that. I haven't heard him like come out and say like these awful things about people. So it doesn't affect me to watch his films. I think people get caught up in that a little bit too much. Like, oh, well, he's a Biden supporter, or she's a Trump supporter. Who cares? Who cares? Right. But now if you come out and you say like, if you voted for X, then you're an idiot. If you do this, I don't want you watching. When you do that, you've kind of crossed the line for me. And that's why all those late night shows, none of them get any love from the average man, average person. You know what I mean? Human is what I'm saying there. Don't cancel me. But I love Chrstian Bale. I love the first one. I love Chrstian Bale in pretty much everything he's in. I haven't seen him in the Thor: Love and Thunder because I haven't seen any of the new Marvel stuff. It pretty much ended after Endgame as far as I'm concerned. Austin Butler, I have not seen him in that motorcycle movie that he's in. I would like to see that. It looks pretty cool. He seems like a pretty good actor in what I've seen him in that I've actually watched, and then of clips that I've seen from other stuff like As much as I'm a fan of Tarantino, I have not seen Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I want to, I will, just haven't had time, to be honest. But I think he's in that. Don't think he plays Charles Manson, but he plays one of those guys. But I thought the clips I saw of him in that was pretty good. But I did see Elvis, and dude did a fantastic job in that. There were elements of that film I didn't absolutely love. But that's that filmmaker style, Baz Luhrmann, or whatever his name is. I didn't love his Romeo and Juliet with Leo, but yeah, I thought the Elvis was actually very well done, and I thought Austin Butler did a fantastic job. So you've got elements here of stuff that I really like and I really support. And I think artists being artists, you have the potential of somebody coming back behind you and making a better film, potentially. But I don't know, when something's a cult classic like that, maybe you just leave it alone. I'm not really going to read through the article. It really just says more of the same of what I was saying. Just kind of talks about films they're working on and who's doing this and that and everything. But anyways, that's pretty much it. I was just going to kind of go over that and present that to you guys and see what you guys thought in the show notes below, or in the comments below. I keep saying show notes again. I'm not feeling great. I feel like I am getting warmer as I'm recording this. So hopefully I'm not coming down with anything, but I have been out in the public around people, which is something I don't do on a daily basis, but I have this week. But again, I like Austin Butler. I like Chrstian Bale. I don't know anything about the director. I thought the original was just fine. We don't need another reboot because it was just made. I say it was just made. It was made in what? It says it in here. I think it was the 90s. 2000. It was 2000. Okay. I was thinking it was a little bit older, but again, I know it was shot to be older. But yeah, it was shot in 2000. We don't need another reboot, remake. We don't need this touched at all. There's plenty of scripts sitting on desk in Hollywood that are unique and different. And again, as a filmmaker, I know this to be true because I know people who have scripts on these desks, and they would have smaller budgets. They would be more easily made and would probably be more profitable than a lot of the stuff they're cranking out now. But they want to keep doing reboots, remakes, sequels, and all that stuff. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section below about this story.
Hey guys, thanks for checking out this clip from the Morning Mayhem. Remember, this is just a portion of the full show that comes out every Friday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. If you hadn't already, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the full shows or these tasty little nuggets.